Every family has that one special place in their lives that they want to visit every year. No matter how busy they are, wherever they are, they make it to that one yearly vacation, marking their yearly attendance. For me and for my family, it had always been and will be Tirumala Tirupati. I know the cliche, I heard enough times about how if there's a vacation for Telugu people, it's always Tirumala Tirupati. But how do I explain the magical presence and experience one has when they visit the place for first time? All I can say is that one wouldn't understand it until one visits Tirumala. So here we are visiting Tirumala for my Amma's birthday. She wanted to celebrate her birthday there. We had plans of other things, but ultimately it was Tirumala. So when she called me saying it's Tirumala, I just did what I had to do. I booked the train tickets with no itinerary or any darshan tickets. We usually book 300 rupees darshan tickets for our yearly trip, knowing how crowded it gets. But this time, as it was a last minute decision, we just went along without much thinking. And honestly, we weren't even worried about anything. We usually go by evening trains, but this time I could only book the morning train, as most of the evening trains were sold out and it was impossible to get a ticket. I booked third AC, which was a better option considering it was March and it wasn't good. We reached Tirumala around 8 p.m. as our train got delayed, had our dinner, and went directly to our stay. The next morning, we got ready and went to Srinivasa Complex where we got our SSD token after standing in line for several hours. Once we got our SSD ticket, we went to Padmavati Ammavaru temple by Uber Auto. We had our lunch after darshan and it was there where I lost my footwear. After getting a new pair, we returned back to our hotel where we picked up our luggage and went to the new bus stop, from where we got on the bus to the Tirumala. Our bus was empty. According to SSD token, we got the next morning 7 a.m. darshan. I remember visiting Tirumala as an adult in 2017 when I was a teen. It was my wish that made my Amma plan a Tirumala trip in summer holidays where all of my family, including my aunts, uncles, cousins, and their kids, joined. We went by Alipirimettu according to my wish. I had no idea of what I was signing up and what I was making my family sign up for. Somehow, we took our time and reached the and had a wonderful darshan at night. From then on, it had become a ritual for us to visit Tirumala every year, no matter what. We even visited Tirumala at the time of COVID. I always think about that time of darshan, of how magical it was. Once we got settled, we went out to the Mada Vidis. Like, how could we stay inside the room when we are at Tirumala? four Madavidis are the four sacred streets of Tirumala. They were designated with spiritual names corresponding to the four Vedas. East Madavidi is known as Rigveda Margam. South Madavidi is known as Yajurveda Margam. West Madavidi is known as Samaveda Margam. North Madavidi is known as Atharvana Veda Margam.
अंदर हम भाई ऊपर ऐसा लाइन लगे लोग जल्दी से जरा बना हेलो
From this store, we got statues of Govinda to give with prasadam, as well as we needed two for our house. Amma got some puja samagri to upgrade the old ones. We weren't exactly interested in shopping, but I did record to show what all you get from Tirumala. Honestly, there were a lot of things that one could buy and also one could gift. Everything was so reasonable from these people compared to the stores and also all the shops that we have seen in Tirumala. The next morning, we woke up early, happy. We had our breakfast and tea, and then we hurried to our darshan. Honestly, we had our share of doubts of how long it was going to be. We saw the news that Sarva Darshanam was taking 12 hours, so we were a bit concerned about it. It was the reason why we haven't booked our return tickets as well. But we were so wrong. We had a wonderful, quick, peaceful darshan. We went in around 7:20 a.m. and we were out by 8:30 a.m. It was quick, and as it was a morning darshan, we didn't had much trouble with people and crowd. Once we got our prasadam and agarbattis, we went to Srinivasa Complex to have our lunch. spending some time in front of the temple in the Madhavidis. We booked our return tickets to Hyderabad, and it was time to go down. I was not leaving without having this grateful prayer in my heart. I'm forever grateful for everything that He has given me and provided with, for taking care of everything that has ever happened. I also prayed once again to be back as soon as possible. If there was a place on this earth where I wouldn't mind returning back, it will always be Tirumala. I couldn't explain in words how special and how precious this place is to me.